At one time I knew, I don't know, 60-some kata. I actually had to have a chart to keep track, and I would like, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I do these, and Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday I do these, because there were just so many of them. I kept thinking that if I ever found the magic kata, that I would suddenly get it. So I was searching always for new kata. And I kept learning and learning more kata, more kata, more kata, adding them like I was trying to be an encyclopedia of kata or something. Actually, to be honest, I actually thought about trying to write a book, an encyclopedia of kata, where I actually show all the different variations of the same kata. And then I was starting to feel a bit frustrated, you know? And because if you keep thinking the next kata is going to be the kata that is the secret, and then you learn it and it's not, it's just another kata, and you keep doing that, one of the things that starts to happen, at some point you decide maybe learning one more kata isn't going to do it for me. Maybe that's not the secret. So learning kata after kata, I realized that I came to a place of futility. It was futile to learn another kata. So once I met Sensei Doman, though, and he taught me how to read kata, I discovered I had the magic already. I already knew the secret kata. It was kata fill in blank here, for me predominantly Nahanchi. But every kata I knew was full of knowledge and insight, and it wasn't like there was another kata out there that I need to go find. It was, I already knew the kata. I just needed to explore it. I needed to understand it. Once I understood it, then that kata was literally all I needed. It's like in the old days, these guys didn't know multiple katas, they might know one. What style do you do? I do Seisan style. They actually call it Seisan Di, Seisan hand. Or I do Nahanchi Di, Nahanchi hand. I know Nahanchi kata. They would know just, one kata or one small set of kata, and that was it. It's such a different way from the way I learned. The way I learned was you accumulate the katas. You have to know the katas. The secret, you must know the curriculum of katas. Now, it's much less that and much more. If you have a kata and you can really break it down in depth, then you got it. That's all you need. I don't have a preference for, which is better. I certainly don't mind people knowing the katas. At some point you have to, because you need that knowledge base, that breadth of knowledge, especially if you're going to teach or pass on the tradition. But if you're not teaching, if you're not teaching, you don't need them. You just need a couple of katas that are good for you, and you just do those and train those and understand those and break those down. And if you are teaching, then you better have a set, because you have to understand that your students will require different things. So the teacher needs to know more. I mean, I've literally had situations where I look at someone and say, oh, you need, in addition to the stuff you're working on in Ryukyu Kempo, you need this kata from this system because it's right for your body. Let me teach it to you. Or like my daughter, who's weighs about 130 pounds, and she's, 5'6", I think, or 5'5". I said, oh, you need the kata, you need this version of Kushanku, which is specifically for smaller people against larger people. Let me teach it to you. So the version of Kushanku she does is not the version from Ryukyu Kempo. It's actually a different version. And so this is the advantage that the teacher should have. You should know this stuff so that you can tailor the art for the students. But if you're not a teacher, you don't need that. So whether you know one kata or 100, it's really about how deeply you know it, not how many you know. I'm Chris Thomas, and these are some reflections from the master class. Thanks for watching. Now go train.